This video brought to you by my YouTube members and patrons. Thank you guys. How's it going everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. Today we are going to be returning to r/ChoosingBeggars, and I have a guest with me today. I have George with me. Hello George.
Hello. I have returned. It's been a good while.
It's been a hot minute. I wanted to do Choosing Beggars, and I was like, well, it's kind of a ritual on this channel that when I do this subreddit, I have George here, so, you know.
It is one of my favorite subreddits.
Yeah, so we're going to be looking at that today, and oh boy, do we have some good ones today. I've chosen some, you know, when they're already frustrating to look at, but some of these are, they're pretty bad. But before we begin, I have a very small announcement, and that is that this is going to be the last video that you guys see in this apartment. Me and Leo are moving house, I've mentioned it before, but this will be the last video you guys see in this apartment, so say goodbye to this apartment. Bye-bye. That's why it's an absolute mess in here. Right, let's get into the subreddit, shall we? Good morning. I would love to barbecue today, and I cannot afford a grill. I was wondering if anyone has an extra charcoal grill they don't want anymore. I don't mind cleaning it myself, but I would need drop-off.
I have a small conventional one, but you'll need to find someone to pick up.
As the post states, delivery needed, guys. Please read. Thank you.
I mean, that's just a very standard, that's a very standard Choosing Beggars case right there.
Yeah, the ungratefulness, the rudeness as well, just that no, delivery needed. I'm not gonna pick it up from you. Give me free and make sure you cater to my needs. Welcome to Choosing Beggars.
I need it done now on my schedule, and I don't care what anyone else thinks. I need this for me and you.
Pretty much. Well put.
Gave away free cupcakes at work and got told that they weren't inclusive enough. I bought in 2 dozen cupcakes to the office last Friday. Just a nice mix I baked at home, vanilla, chocolate, a few with sprinkles. Left them in the break room with a note that said, free, enjoy. About an hour later, someone sends a company-wide email saying, while I appreciate the gesture, it would have been nice if they were gluten-free or vegan options so everyone could enjoy. Then added an aggressive line like, let's try to be more mindful when sharing food in common spaces. They were free. I'm not a bakery. I didn't realize that bringing cupcakes made me head of dietary inclusivity. Next time, I'm bringing nothing but a locked up Tupperware and a spoon. For me only.
Yeah, that's a pretty... that's how my response would be if I did something nice and someone was all passive-aggressive about it. Like, not everyone can eat these cupcakes, you know? It's like, they were free, man. Like,
you gotta be more mindful of the thing you're just chill doing. You gotta be mindful of everyone.
Like, sure, you know, the company, they can be mindful about stuff like that if the company wants to bring in cupcakes to give out to people.
Yeah.
But this was a nice little gesture that someone that didn't need to did with their own money. So it's just like, it's obnoxious for a company to be like, but that wasn't nice enough, actually.
Yeah, just the case of, oh, you're trying to do something nice off your own back? Well, too bad. You gotta be more inclusive.
Incoming vent. I hate to sound ungrateful, but I feel like I wasted my time going to a toy drive with my 5 kids. They wouldn't deliver the toys to us, so we had to bus it down there. Each child was able to pick out 2 toys. My kids have been begging for a PlayStation or an Xbox, and I figured they would have them. I mean, it's Christmas. They had a bunch of Dollar Tree toys. My kids didn't even want what they got. I just feel like if these people would try harder, more kids can get a toy they actually want. It's unfortunate that now I have to come up with the money to buy them a PlayStation to share. Happy Sunday. They want a free PlayStation.
A free PlayStation or Xbox. I mean, that stuff's expensive, man.
Right? And so imagine that this toy drive actually had gotten the money to give together to give out some free PlayStations, right? With no vetting, no like prior checking or scheduling or anything. Those would be gone instantly.
Oh, for sure.
Like, people would be lining up the night before to get to that drive to get those PlayStations. Like, this woman wouldn't have gotten them anyway. Like, that's pure delusional. it would be like tens of thousands of pounds to have enough money to give out PlayStations to every child that comes in. Like, insanity. And also to have, again, the audacity to be like, and they wouldn't even deliver.
Yeah.
It's a toy drive. You're supposed to go to a toy drive.
Yeah, like, and as you said, the fact that they were expecting something like a whole ass games console from something like a toy drive, when they aren't willing to buy it themselves and expecting someone else to get it for them.
Yeah, being like, oh, well, now I have to buy my kids a PlayStation for Christmas. It's like, what? So basically, you went and got free stuff and then weren't happy with the fact that they didn't buy your kids a PlayStation. Like,
yeah.
It's so ungrateful.
Gave away free furniture. Got a lecture about my colour choice from the taker. I recently moved and decided to give away my barely used sofa for free on a local free stuff group. A woman messaged me super excited, saying she desperately needed it. She shows up, inspects it, and then goes, "Oh, I don't like the beige colour. Can you have bought something grey or navy? Those are trending now." Lady, this is free. I'm literally saving you hundreds of dollars. She continued to nitpick the cushions, the fabric, and even asked if I could throw in the coffee table to match, all while paying exactly $0. I was so flabbergasted, I just kind of stood there like, you can always paint it if you want. She actually responded, "That's too much work. Maybe I'll wait for someone else's free one." Then she just left. Honestly, couldn't wrap my head around the entitlement.
Dude.
I mean...
Telling someone, couldn't you have bought a better colour when they're giving you a free sofa is mad.
Because those are trending right now, like...
Also, beige is everywhere, isn't it? I don't particularly like beige, but like, you know, the sad beige baby aesthetic is all over TikTok.
Oh yeah, obviously they're gonna consider future trends when buying their current furniture.
Yeah.
Because that's... obviously the thing they're thinking of is, okay, I'm gonna have to sell this when I move. It's that comment that those are trending now that's just like, really? Of all things?
That's what you're worried about. You're out here getting a free sofa because you either can't afford or don't want to buy one for yourself, and you're like, but this color isn't trending actually. Could you buy me a different color sofa? Just insane.
And then just like, I'll wait for the next free one.
Yeah, I'll wait for someone else to give me something for free.
But before saying that she desperately needed it, it's like, clearly not.
Yeah, clearly you didn't need it that much then, did you? Seriously? With thousands upon thousands of dollars being raised and food being collected, this is what the Fredericton Food Bank gave us for Christmas dinner? I am stunned. Not even a bottle of juice for my children? Please, don't get me wrong. I'm forever grateful to have the resource of the food bank, but I want to know where all that money and food went to. A turkey, a 5-pound bag of potatoes, 2 boxes of stuffing, a bag of carrots, a bag of apples, and a bag of oranges, 1 can of string beans, 1 can of cranberry sauce, and 1 loaf of bread, 1 box of chocolates, and a dozen sugar cookies. Why didn't we even get juice or butter? That's a lot of food. Like, the longer I kept reading that, the more it really set in how much food I was reading out right there, right? She got an entire fucking turkey.
Yeah.
And like, fruit's not cheap, especially in the winter. Like, she got that's an expensive shop right there, and she's mad because she didn't get juice or butter. Like, you've just gotten all that free food. You can afford to just get juice and butter, right? Like, that's the point, is that this saves you a lot of money in stuff that you didn't have to buy, so that you have a bit more money to buy the essentials that you don't have, right? Like,
and just like, as you said, they're getting it for free, and like, food banks are like, not, I feel like something like a food bank isn't the most sustainable thing to run,
right?
Given like what they do. Like, they're really good that they're a thing, but people like nitpicking what they're getting from food banks is wild.
Yeah, it's insane. It's literally a charity. It's a charity run by volunteers, and they're like, how dare they not cater to my exact needs? Just go away. And they open it with like, don't get me wrong, I'm forever grateful, but I'm really ungrateful. Like, so many of these open it with like a trying to not seem ungrateful as they're literally complaining that they didn't get given enough free shit. Like, there's no way you can swing that makes you not sound ungrateful.
It's the very like, no offense, but says something offensive. Or
I'm not racist, but...
Yeah, or that one as well.
Exact same vibe.
Potatoes or blackberries, anyone? crops have come in. A nice surprise since I just moved here. I'm a little hesitant on saying pick what you want since a woman tried to back her truck up and pull out my blackberry bushes. I did put in the work when I saw what was growing, tending to the beds, using non-toxic repellents, even singing to them at night. And then all of a sudden, boom, fruits and veggies. So maybe $5 and you can fill a tin full? I just really don't want to have some leftist try to steal my entire bushes. She said free was free and called the cops on me. Thankfully, blank PD handled it beautifully. But she made the whole scene in front of my kids, who have been so excited to help people pick ripe blackberries. So, thanks Heather for trying to steal someone's entire garden because you got offered a few berries. Now, my dreadful reading aside...
Does that... I think you read leftist, but I think it says leffit.
Leffit.
But I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means, so my brain just
filled in
went
the
for
blanks.
a word that I recognize.
What is... I'm going to Google
think it was
leffit.
weird.
No, it just went... It auto-corrected to legit. No, I got
think
no
it was
idea.
weird that they said that. But,
If there's some slang at home that might fit that we don't know because we're not American, let us know. But yeah, no, turning up at someone's farm and trying to steal their entire blackberry bush because they said take some free berries is insane.
Yeah, just because obviously also like it's a farm, so like sure they're giving it away for free or cheap, but it's still like a farm is someone's livelihood to an extent.
And also they're not going to be able to grow any in the future for other people if they've had the whole bush ripped out.
And
like if you go there and get the blackberries for free and you didn't ruin that for everyone, you could have continued getting free berries there.
Yeah.
But because you tried to steal the whole bush, now they're charging. Like,
and also, like, are they expecting to then plant the bush into, like, their own garden or whatever?
oh, almost
Like,
definitely. They basically just wanted to have their own berry bush.
Yeah, and sure, then probably, I don't think blackberry bushes are the hardest thing to tend to, but even still, it's probably more work than they'd realize it was work than they'd realize it was going to be.
And you're basically going, hey, you are going to do free labor for me, but I want to do the labor myself. Like, also blackberry bushes, you don't want to plant those in your own garden. They grow like so wildly that you'd be trying to get rid of them for the rest of your time living there. It's like bamboo.
Yes.
This might be a long shot, but does anyone have any extra Tommy Tippy ultralight pacifiers? My son lost his. I can pick up.
Like this? I have at least one.
Yes, but I need a gender neutral or for a boy. Now, obviously, this one's not the most egregious. It's just a pacifier, but I feel like purple is like the most gender neutral color.
Yeah,
it's literally halfway between blue and pink if you consider those colors gendered. That's like the gender neutral color.
I mean, I feel like, obviously going on this tangent, I feel like most people think like a gender neutral baby color, if you consider blue is boy, pink is girl. Gender neutral usually is like a yellow, so that's probably what they were angling for if they wanted gender neutral. I don't know. But
also, a baby is not going to give two shits.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
This is all for her. She's the one that cares.
It's the pointlessly gendered route once again.
Yeah. Pointlessly gendered and choosing beggars, the crossover that no one needed.
Damn, crossover of a lifetime.
I'm looking for horse supplies. Getting 2 horses in May. We'll need everything. I'm a mum fulfilling a dream. If you know anyone that has extra or unused items, let me know. So she's buying 2 horses in May and has none of the supplies. She needs everything. And rather than buying it because she's buying 2 horses, she's asking if other people can give her all of the stuff for her 2 horses for free. That's a terrible horse owner.
Yeah, surely you sort out getting... If you know you're definitely getting a horse, surely you sort that stuff out first and not be like... And also make sure you have the money to buy that stuff, because if you don't have the money to buy the basic items, how are you going to have the money to look after not just 1 but 2 horses?
Exactly. they are expensive animals. If you can't afford the equipment and the supplies for them, that you're trying to get free you shouldn't be getting horses. Like, come on. They aren't a cheap animal. Horses require a lot of work and a lot of money. They require land. They require supplies. You need to have all of that stuff together before you even consider getting a horse. Not asking people for free after you know you're getting the horses.
Also, it feels like if you're, oh yeah, I'm a single mom fulfilling a dream. If you're fulfilling the dream, you only need the one horse. I feel like a second horse is just
so like, unnecessary, right?
Unnecessary makes it more expensive that you seemingly don't have the money for, as you're begging for all the accoutrement for horses.
Like, unless she's trying to like get into horse breeding and she wants to sell the foals or something. But then even that, like, that's an expensive thing to get into.
Oh yeah.
You get a lot of money out of it if you have, you know, good thoroughbred horses, but that's an expensive investment to get into in the first place. So you shouldn't be asking for free to get into that.
Yes.
And we got one more post. You get to read this one. Okay, I forgot about this one.
Oh no.
This is more insane than the horse one. More insane than the free PlayStations.
Oh, okay. Oh! I want a free house. Springfield. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I need to move because my landlord is being a bitch and accusing me of having bugs when I don't. I need someone to pick me up or help me pay for a U-Haul and either a house or help pay for a hotel. If you can buy me a house and move me without a lot of questions and is in Springfield, help me now or tomorrow to move, then text me at this number. But if you waste my time to just text to ask for pics or about rent, I'll block you. What?
I can't. I need someone to buy me a house without a lot of questions. No questions asked. Buy me a house. What do you get out of it? Nothing.
Trade request. I get house and help moving. You get all.
You get a friend? There was another one I had, but we don't have enough time to go through it because it's quite a long one that I'll talk about it briefly. Was a guy who wanted his roof done, and he wanted a company to do his roof for the privilege of the experience, and he would put their sign in his front yard if they did it for a month. Not permanently, for a month.
Oh yeah.
They would get one location of advertising in one location that probably not many people will look at.
I mean, that's a classic. They're paid by exposure. We love to see it.
Exactly.
Wouldn't be a Choosing Beggars without paid by exposure. A whole month worth as well.
Just some people are so delusional. Does it work? Do people go for that? Like, I can't imagine anyone would.
Yeah, but there must be some sort of precedent for people to be willing to try it.
Yeah, like if someone is doing that, they must have seen it work for someone, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine all of these people are just doing a Hail Mary with the hope. Like, don't get me wrong, someone asking for a free house is absolutely a Hail Mary. Like,
the thing is, it's not even the first time they've done it.
I know,
that person is going to try this again.
Just...
Like, it didn't work the first time. Why do you think something like this is going to work for something as big as a house?
What forum website even is that? I don't recognize
I don't recognize it either.
I don't recognize any of the symbols or the layout or anything. It almost looks like Quora or something.
It does.
Could you imagine going on Quora and asking for a free house?
Cora, can I get a free house? Q.
No.
Free house question mark?
Free house? Anybody got a spare house? Is the fact that they don't even want to rent either. They're like, no, just give me the house. Don't rent me out a house. If you ask me to rent, I'll block you. Like, insanity.
I don't know when this was like posted, but getting on that property ladder at the moment is something that's not the easiest thing.
It's rough, right? Like, the world is really set against us in that regard.
Exactly. So to be asking for a free house is like even more delusional now.
You're literally asking someone if they can just toss you a couple $100,000. Like,
yeah.
Just who would be like, yeah, okay, no questions asked, nothing to gain. Yeah, I'll float you a couple $100.
Because even like a shell of a house kind of thing, like just four walls, unfurnished, not on like any kind of power grid. Even that, I feel like would be not cheap because it's still property.
And a lot of what you're paying for is the land as well.
Exactly.
You should buy them one of the really cheap rundown houses in rural Japan that you can get for like 15k, and then they have to go and live in Japan with a house that's probably got rats and cockroaches. It's got no insulation, like probably no electricity. Just insane. But that's probably a good place to wrap up the video. So thank you very much for watching, everybody, and thank you very much for coming along, George.
No worries. Glad to be back as always.
Do you have anything you want to plug?
No. At this point, no.
That is totally
There were
fair.
dreams about stuff once, but I got nothing, man.
One day I had dreams. What happened to that D&D podcast?
I liked the idea of it, but
But not making it.
yeah, I
is
enjoyed
fair.
making it as well. It's just getting round to doing more of it. But that's kind of a lot of things I do. I like the idea of it. I start it, it's fun, and then
But hey, viewers, perhaps if you would like to see a podcast with me and George, and maybe one of our friends as well, that's a collaborative effort, so it's not just on one of us to make, let me know, and we could maybe start that. If you want another podcast that is led by yet another group of white people. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you would like to support me in making more content like this, then I have a Patreon in the description down below, or equally you can click on that join button on the channel to support me. It helps a lot more than you might realize, but by no means should you feel like you have to. I'm going to keep making content regardless. But a huge, massive special thank you to everybody that does support me. You are all amazing, wonderful people, and everybody that does, you guys get one extra video every single week. So if you want that, please do consider it. You can get it for as low as £1 a month. That's 25p per video, which I don't know, maybe I'm really underselling myself there, but
Maybe.
I think that's worth. I don't think my videos are worth more than that. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, everybody, and thank you, George, for joining, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.
bye.